Big Polly's World of Sports Sims presents the Hometown Football League using Action PC Football 2020. And welcome back to another installment of the HTFL, the Hometown Football League. I'm Big Polly coming to you today. We have a good one. Dallas at St. Louis. St. Louis a 10-point favorite. But despite them being 4-1 and Dallas being 2-3, you would think that this is a game with St. Louis wins. You got to sense they're on their way to something big here. They've been one of the surprises in the HTFL so far through these first 5 weeks, and now they play their week 6 game. Like we said, a 10-point favorite. They won the toss, and they actually know Dallas won the toss deferred, so St. Louis, I always get that wrong. St. Louis will receive the start the first half. We're inside the Edward Jones Dome, which I believe used to be not the RCA Dome, but they were the TWA Dome at one point. Tom Landry and Dick Vermeil, your coaches. Tony Romo and Kurt Warner, your quarterbacks. Metcalf back deep for St. Louis. We'll get this underway. St. Louis in their Cardinal Maroon. That's why we call them the Maroons. Because we couldn't use Cardinals because that's used by Arizona. And we can't call them Rams because that's used by Los Angeles. To set everything up for when St. Louis has the ball, Anderson and Edwards, your running backs, Holt and Bruce, your wideouts, Smith at tight end, Warner at quarterback, Pace, Dobler, DeMarco, Timmerman, and Deerdorf, your offensive line. For Dallas, a very good defense, probably the best that St. Louis has played yet. Jones and Martin at defensive end, White and Lilly, defensive tackle, Howley, Hedrick, Ware, your linebackers, Walls, Renfro, Woodson, and Green, your defensive backs. And I think it'll be important for St. Louis to establish the running game, so they will go to Otis Anderson trap right here on 1st and 10. A fumble, and that was picked up by Holt, who scooted 4 yards down the field, and it will be 1st and 10. The ball will be at, not 1st and 10, 2nd and 6 at the 24. And I'm going to open up a Coke here. I swear it's a Coke. I do not drink alcohol when I'm doing these games, if ever. 2nd and 6 at the 24. This Dallas defense is going to be put to the test here against a very good St. Louis offense. And we will go to Edwards on the screen. As I'm sure Kurt Warner's going to try to dink it and dunk it most of the game. A gain of 11. Against Detroit, Kurt Warner had a 401-yard passing game, 5 touchdowns. We'll take a look at Warner's stats coming into today. Look at his games logs. And you see there, he has had 2 games where he's thrown over 400 yards. And even when he has not been at his best, 215 against Miami, 223 against Washington, and that Washington game has been their only loss so far. The Maroons have won 4 straight. 1st and 10, ball at the 35, back to Anderson on a dive, and back to the line. In fact, he loses a yard. Hedrick was hurt, the inside linebacker, and they'll bring Leroy Jordan in to replace him. You see him there out of the University of Alabama. He's seen limited action. He's only had, 3 tackles in all of his playing time. We'll go to Anderson on the screen on 2nd and 11. That's overthrown. And now 3rd and 11. They'll go to Bruce. Medium cross. Dallas is blitzing. And that's caught. It was Bruce who made the catch. And a gain of 18. So they'll go to Edwards here, trap right. Back to the line, and that's it. Harvey Martin makes the stop to Holt on a medium slant on 2nd and 10. That's caught. So Kurt Warner showing no fear against this very good Dallas defense. Pitch right to Anderson. 1st and 10. The ball now at the Dallas 33. And a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. They'll go to Jackie Smith, the venerable tight end, who used to play for Dallas, but a marker.
False start. Offense, number 62, 5-yard penalty.
Back the Maroons up 5. It'll be 2nd and 9. They'll go back to Anderson then and go off tackle right. Anderson picks up 3. Now a 3rd and 6. Medium pass to Bruce. And again, Dallas will be blitzing. Off the hands of Holt. So now 4th and 6, the ball at the 29, and Zerline will come in from 46 yards out. Pushed it to the right. No good. As I was saying in the open, you just get the sense that this is the kind of game that could make or break St. Louis's season, even though St. Louis is 4-1 and Dallas came in 2-3. We'll set the offense for Dallas for you. Smith and Walker at running back. Irvin and Burford, the Dallas Texan, at wideout. Witten, the tight end. Romo at quarterback. Right, Allen, Frederick, Martin, Smith, your offensive linemen. Carter and Little are your defensive ends for St. Louis, with Brockers and Walter at defensive tackle. Junior, Meanert, Stallings, your linebackers. Worley, Fisher, Wilson, and Hill, your defensive backs. 1st and 10, ball at the 36. It's a give to Emmett. He gains 4. Walker on the stop. Des Bryant comes in. You have 3 receivers all wearing 88. 2nd and 6, ball at the 40. Here's Emmett again, and Emmett got a little burst of speed through the line. Picks up 10 that time. Todd Light on the tackle at the 50. 1st and 10. Ball right at midfield. That's to Herschel Walker, who picks up a yard. And it's now a 2nd and 9. The ball at the 49. Smith up the middle. That's a pickup of 9 and a 1st down. 1st and 10. Ball at the 40. St. Louis a 10-point favorite coming into this game. That's a 2-yard gain by Smith. Little on the tackle for the not for the Cardinals, for the Maroons. And I'll make that mistake several times in this game. 2nd and 8 at the 38. Here is Emmett. And he gains 5 to the 33. Trays are wild here. We have 5:33 left. It's 3rd and 3 at the St. Louis 33. And that was attempted a throw by Romo, but Little batted it down. Speaking of threes, Dallas will try to get 3 here. They'll try a 50-yarder. Dan Bailey puts it through. And it's 3-0 with 4:48 left, and Dallas picks up the first score of the game. And we have Metcalf, Mitchell, and Gilliam back for the kick. They're the kickoff team, and that's going to be a touchback. That was punted, kicked well into the end zone, 9 yards deep. And we'll see what Kurt Warner can do here with the 3-0 deficit. Off tackle right, blitz coming, so it'll be a screen to Anderson instead. And that again, that's overthrown. So Warner having trouble connecting on that screen. Medium hitch to Torrey Holt on 2nd and 10. It's a dump off to Anderson. He's close to the first, but short. Too early to challenge, so we will not. 3rd and inches, ball at the 33. We'll go Edwards on a dive. Dallas playing bunched in, and it works. Loss of a yard. So St. Louis will punt, and here's Donnie Jones. Penalty on the play, which will be called back. And Martin Fair caught it at the 25, a 46-yard punt. We have 3:14 left opening quarter. 1st and 10, the ball at the 25. Cowboys up 3. Gain of a yard by Emmitt Smith. 2nd and 9, ball at the 26. Marker down as Smith picks up 7.
Holding offense. Number 82, 10-yard penalty.
That play will be annulled as Witten called for holding. 2nd and 19. A cap ride from East St. Louis for the Cowboys. Ball to 16. Throw and a catch to Burford, who gained 3. 3rd and 16 at the 19. Romo, incomplete.
Holding. Offense. Number 73, 10-yard penalty.
And that'll be declined. And St. Louis will get it back. Here's your punt. And we'll have the particulars. It was Danny White, who punted it for 39. Hakeem returned it 5. And St. Louis starts at their own 47. They will play action, pass it. Well, you go long. It's caught. I don't know what I called, but it works. Long play action pass to Bruce. Fumbled around on the mouse there, and that's a touchdown. One play, one score. 7-3, St. Louis. Warner threw it 53 yards to Isaac Bruce, and just like that, the Maroons are on the board. Marsh, Renfro, Ishmael back deep, and that's a touchback anyway. 1st and 10, ball to 20. Romo's going to run, and he runs well. He got the first down, pickup of 10. Under a minute in the first quarter. 1st and 10 at the 30 now. Long throw. Caught by Witten. Yes. 26 yards. So both teams not fooling around offensively. We have reached the end of the first quarter. It is 7-3 St. Louis. Recording date on this is August 13th, 2020. I'm going to try to do one more game tonight after this, which would be Houston and Tampa Bay. That'll be an unplugged game, so I'll save my voice a little bit for that. And then we will try to get 2 games in tomorrow, being Friday, and then we'll get to our weekend projects. 1st and 10, ball to 44. If you are seeing this on YouTube tonight, I probably have those other couple of games up for you simultaneously as I put this up. Here's Dallas, 1st and 10 at the Maroon 44. Sacked by Brockers, a loss of 10. Brockers just came up and introduced himself to Tony Romo. It'll now be 2nd and 20. Dallas on their own side of the 50 at the 46. Caught by Bryant. He gained 7. And that sets up a 3rd and 13 play. Ball at the St. Louis 47 as we go back and forth across midfield. That's caught by Bryant, but it's coming back.
Number 77, 10-yard penalty.
As Smith gets called for holding. That's Smith, the lineman. Tyron Smith out of USC. Now it's a 3rd and 23. Ball to 43. Long throw caught by Irvin, but he's just short of the first. He needed 23 and he got 21. Little limping off. His return is questionable. Bailey coming on to try a 53-yarder to go with his 50-yarder earlier, and that is also right down the middle, and it's 7-6. NFL Europe had a rule in the 90s when their games were on Fox that if a field goal was kicked from more than 50 yards, it would be worth 4 points and not 3. So if that were the case, the Cowboys would be leading 8-7. Instead, they trail 7-6. Metcalf back deep for the Maroons. Touchback. So Kurt Warner. Let's take a look at the yardage so far. 118 for St. Louis. They've run 14 plays, 8 passes. 89 for Dallas. 14 plays, 8 have been rushes. Holt, short slant on 1st and 10. A sack by DeMarcus Ware and a loss of 4. It's going to be a screen pass to Otis on 2nd and 14. That's caught. And Anderson with a gain of 9. 3rd and 5. Jackie Smith, slant on 3rd and 5. That's caught, and he has running room. A fumble, recovered by Dallas.
Is under review.
But it will be reviewed.
The ruling on the field is confirmed.
A fumble recovered by Dallas and Mel Renfro. So the Cowboys take over, 1st and 10, ball at the 36 of St. Louis. We have 11:32 left in the half. To Emmitt Smith, and Smith into the secondary, 15 yards. And that's Fisher on the tackle for the Maroons. We have a 1st and 10 now at the 21. To Smith, a 1-yard loss that time. Carter on the stop. So move the ball back to the 22 for a 2nd and 11 play. To Smith, he fumbled, but he also recovered it, or it might have been Smith the lineman. A gain of 8. 3rd and 3, ball at the 14. And that is to Bryant for a 9-yard gain. A 1st and goal at the 5 now. Herschel Walker, touchdown. St. Louis came on a delayed blitz, but the delay did not disrupt the play, and Dallas takes the lead again. 3rd lead change of the game. Bailey puts it through for the extra point, 13-7 Dallas. We have 8:30 left till halftime. Metcalf is the deep man for the Maroons, and that's going to be another touchback as Bailey has been booming the ball on these kickoffs. 1st and 10, ball to 20. Anderson, off tackle right. And a marker.
Illegal motion. Offense. Number 81, 5-yard penalty.
Holt called for the illegal motion. Anderson, sweep right. 1st and 15 now. 4-yard gain. And that sets up 2nd and 11. They'll go to Sonny Randall, medium slant. Instead, a dump off to Anderson, close to the 1st. He's got it. Gain of 11. So both teams doing well offensively, and in St. Louis's case, that's a bit surprising to me. Hitch to Holt. Caught. And another 1st down. So back-to-back 1st downs for St. Louis. Anderson, off tackle right. In the 3 wide receiver set. And Anderson breaks free. He's into the secondary and in the clear. 31 yards. And Steven Jackson comes on to spell him. And we'll give him the ball off tackle right. Run the same play. Dallas blitzing, so they'll go to a screen to Steven Jackson. Off his hands. And it's 2nd and 10, ball to 29. And we'll go to Sonny Randall on a long passing play. Randall's got it, and he's got 6. His longest catch of the year, 29 yards, and we're dead even at 13-13. Point after try by Zerline, just gets it through, and the Maroons are back in top. We now have our 4th different leader of the game. The Cowboys kicked the field goal for the lead, then St. Louis, then Dallas, and now St. Louis again. 14-13, we have 5:35 left in the half. Marsh back deep, and a touchback. So now, Dallas with the ball. Both teams lighting it up offensively. 1st and 10 at the Dallas 20. And that's a throw and a catch to one of the 88s, and this one was Irvin, who picks up 26 yards. And here comes Dallas. 1st and 10 at the 46 now. Long throw. A catch by Witten. 30 yards. So both teams not fooling around here. 1st and 10 at the 24 of St. Louis. To Witten again. He's inside the 10 to the 7. Romo off to a hot start. He's 8 out of 10, 139 yards. Kurt Warner, no slouch either, 10 for 14, 181 yards and 2 touchdowns. 1st and goal at the 7. Pitch to Herschel Walker. not an inch. Stallings hurt. Junior was also hurt on the play, so it's Ogletree, Minert, and Stallings in the linebacker positions now for St. Louis. Second and goal, ball to 7. Fast-moving game. Touchdown, not in terms of time, but in terms of action, to Jason Witten. And it's 19-14 Dallas, our 5th different lead change. It's like a basketball game. Here's your point after try by Bailey. It's good. And it's 20-14 Dallas with 3:06 left to go in half. Everybody catch your breath, and here we go again. Metcalf back deep for the Cardinals. That's a touchback. 6 yards deep in his own end zone. And here comes St. Louis. Bruce, medium slant on 1st and 10. Incomplete. Warner was looking for Torrey Holt there. Screen to Anderson on this 2nd and 10 play. That's caught. He picks up 7. Hedrick makes the stop. Jackie Smith, short cross on 3rd and 3. That's thrown to Randall instead, who picks up 7. 2:22 left. And St. Louis is going to try to get a play in before the 2-minute warning. They're going to go long. Play action to Torrey Holt. A dump off to Anderson, who gained 7. And now we have reached the 2-minute warning. What a battle so far. 20-14 Dallas. 2nd and 3. Ball at the 41. Time for La Bamba to Torrey Holt. Here's the long throw. Oh, just over the reach of Holt. Incomplete. 3rd and 3. We'll go to Bruce on a short cross. That's caught. Fumble. Picked up by Smith. And between the catch and the fumble, that goes for 16 yards. A first down for St. Louis and a timeout. St. Louis with 2 timeouts, Dallas with 3. Randall, short slant on 1st and 10 from the Dallas 43. Incomplete, batted at the line by Bob Lilly, who will sell you some hardware products if you want them. Screen pass to Otis Anderson on 2nd and 10, and that's the perfect play for a blitz by Dallas. Incomplete. 3rd and 10, ball to 43 now. 4 wide, man in motion, medium pass to Holt. That's off of his hands. 2 drops today by Torrey Holt. They could bring Zerline in to try one from 60, but they will not, and they will instead bring Donnie Jones in to punt. A touchback. So Dallas can pad their lead. 1:15 left in the half. They're up 20-14, 1st and 10. Romo will throw. Witten gains 7. St. Louis will not call timeout. Dallas will not call a timeout either. We have a $1.08 on the clock. They give it to Emmett. Gain of 4 and a first. Dallas finally calls one of their timeouts. They have 2 left, and they have 40 seconds. 1st and 10 at the 31. Screen to Emmett. 1 yard loss. St. Louis does not call timeout, but Dallas does. 2nd and 11 at the 30. Long throw. Incomplete, but a marker.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 8. Automatic. First down.
Wilson called for pass interference. That moves Dallas to the 43. 1st and 10 from there. 27 seconds left. To Herschel. He picks up 5. Romo now 12 out of 14, 157 yards. And Dallas uses their last timeout. They have none remaining. 2nd and 5. They're at the 48. Emmitt Smith picks up 8, but that could be the end of the half, and it will be. They do not get another playoff before the end of the half. It's 20-14 Dallas. So, We have had quite an offensive performance. We had 488 offensive yards total between the two teams. 228 for Dallas, 260 for St. Louis. 29 plays ran by Dallas, 15 were runs. St. Louis ran 23 passes out of their 31 plays. Kurt Warner at 218 yards passing. Isaac Bruce has 87 of those yards on 3 catches. Dallas gets the ball to start the second half. Here's Marsh, and here's a touchback. So a touchdown here would give them a little bit of a cushion. 1st and 10 at the 20. Emmitt Smith with a lot of room. 20 yards. And Brockers tackles him at the 40. We'll update his stats momentarily. That's to Herschel. Smith has 12 carries, 85 yards, by the way. Herschel just picked up 4 more yards to go to 2 catches for 47. We think. 2nd and 6 at the 44. Over the middle. That is to Des Bryant. Gain of 16, and I'm getting a note here. Romo feeling it today. He's 14 out of 16, 177. 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Emmitt. Gain of 9, so he now is at 94 yards. He's 6 yards shy of 100. It's Irvin who has the 2 catches for 47 yards, by the way. Walker has 2 catches for 9. 2nd and 1 at the 31. Here's Walker. Pickup of 6. 1st and 10, ball to 25. Emmitt. Gain of a yard. 2nd and 9 at the 24 of the Maroons. To Witten. He's got the 1st down. Oh, Tony Romo, red hot. Gain of 11. 15 to 17, 188 yards and a touch. 1st and 10 at the 13. This is to Herschel Walker, who has another touchdown for Dallas. Walker had a 5-yard touchdown run in the 2nd quarter, and now he has 1 catching the ball. And Dallas can go up 13 at this point after by Daly, which they do. 27 to 14 with 9:45 left in quarter number 3. Metcalf back deep for the Maroons, and that's going to be another touchback. He's 5 yards deep in his own end zone. He takes a knee. They'll go to hold on the medium slant to start this series. Instead, it's a throw to Bruce, incomplete. Jackie Smith, medium cross on 2nd and 10. They look for Bruce again. That's incomplete. Sonny Randall, medium out. But he's short of the 1st. He needed 10. He got 8. And that was to Isaac Bruce, by the way. Picked up 8. He's now got his season high of 95 yards. So Donnie Jones has to punt. And we'll see what happened there. That's got the crowd all astir. Actually, no. It's a good play for St. Louis despite the crowd reaction. Orlando Pace recovered a punt fumbled by Martin. I don't know why the crowd was booing. Must have been hearing from the Dallas fans in attendance. 1st and 10 at the Dallas 18. Medium fly to Jackie Smith. Incomplete. It was a check down to Anderson that did not convert. Short pass to Sid Edwards on 2nd and 10. That's caught by Holt. Gain of 7. Screen. We're going to make it a trap right with Otis Anderson. But he's denied. No gain. 4th and 3 at the 11. They'll kick the field goal here. Here's Zerline from 28. Good. And the lead is 10. 27-17 with 7:12 left. And here is Marsh back deep. Touchback. Been hearing a lot of that word today. And Dallas takes over. 1st and 10 at their own 20. To Emmitt. Gains a yard. Hill on the stop for the for the Maroons. See, I did it again. 2nd and 9, ball to 21. This is to Smith. No gain. Little on the tackle. 3rd and 9, same spot, 21, but a marker before the play.
Encroachment defense. Number 90, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 3rd down.
They get blockers for encroachment. 3rd and 4, ball to 26. Romo sacked out of nowhere by London Fletcher. And Fletcher just blindsided his man. Dallas will have to punt. And now St. Louis can crawl back in the game a little bit. Here's Danny White. And that's Hakeem who fair catches it. The punt went 38. The return went nowhere. And now it's 1st and 10. Dallas up still by 10, and St. Louis with a chance to chip away at that lead. Long fly to Torrey Holt on 1st and 10. Instead, it's a dump off to Randall, who gains 3. Off tackle right, Otis Anderson, 2nd and 7 at the 44. Nothing there. Lilly makes the stop. Short pass. We'll look for Holt again on 3rd and 7. That's caught. And Holt picks up 15. Martin injured his knee. He stays in the game for now. Now a double tight end set for St. Louis. So a nice little change of tactics here. Off tackle left, Otis Anderson, 1st and 10. Ball to 41 of Dallas. Gain of 2. Edwards, screen pass, 2nd and 8 at the 39. Incomplete. Looked like Too Tall Jones got a mitten on it. 3rd and 8, ball to 39. We'll go Bruce, medium slant. Caught. 20, 15, inside the 15 to the 11. And Isaac Bruce goes over 100 on the day. He's at 123. We have 2:03 left, quarter number 3. The Maroons trying to make this a ball game. Short pass to Otis Anderson on 1st and 10, which they're going to change. They're going to change the play and go to Sonny Randall on a medium slant. Off the hands of Torrey Holt. His 3rd drop of the day, we are being told. How about Smith? Medium cross. A sack by Hedrick. Loss of 10. Third and 20. Long pass to Gilliam. Caught by Gilliam. He's got a touchdown. They bring Gilliam in as the 4th wide receiver. And that's good for the score. And Kurt Warner now goes over 300 yards. He's right at 300 for today. His 3rd 300-yard passing game of the season. Your point after try by Zerline is good. It's 27-24 with 24 seconds left in quarter number 3. Marsh back deep. Touchback. So Dallas feeling the tension just a little bit more. Tony Romo, despite his very impressive play, 16 of 18, 201 on the yardage and 2 touchdowns. Needs to make some plays here. 1st and 10 at the 20. It's going to be a give to Emmett. Emmett Smith out of Florida. No gain. And that'll be it for the 3rd quarter. Dallas 27 and St. Louis at 24. We got a whale of a game here, folks. St. Louis 4-1. Dallas 2-3. Our next game will be Tampa Bay traveling to Houston to take on the Texans. Combination of the Texans and the old Houston Oilers. So that'll be an unplugged game. Ray Kurz will handle most of it. Back to this game. 2nd and 10. Ball to 20. Incomplete, looking for Witten. Wilson provided good coverage for the Maroons. 3rd and 10. At the 20 still. The throw,
Encroachment
incomplete,
defense.
but
Number 91,
Dallas will get another
5-yard
crack at
penalty.
it, as Little called for encroachment. 3rd and 5 at the 25. That's caught by Witten, and that's a first down. Witten goes over 100 yards on the day. Let's look at the yardage real quick. Dallas at 318, 42 plays, 22 rushes. St. Louis, 334, 34 passes out of their 45 plays. 1st and 10 at the 39. And we have a marker down as Emmett back to the line.
Offense. Number 77, 10-yard penalty.
And bad news for Dallas as Smith gets called for holding. Smith, the lineman. 1st and 20 now at the 29. Incomplete. Burford and Hill got tangled up. Burford went looking for a pass interference penalty, and the refs were not buying what Burford was trying to sell. 2nd and 20, 29-yard line. To Walker, who gains 3. Light on the stop for St. Louis. 3rd and 17 now. And Romo thread the needle. Not that time. Looking for Witten, but Wilson tipped it away. 4th down. Maroons trail by 3. Set up for the punt return. And a nice one by Hakeem. He gained 8. Punt went 39, so it's a 31-yard net. And you got 1st and 10 with 12:51 left in regulation. A dandy of a ball game, 27-24. Dallas leading. We've had a ton of action so far. And we're going to go to Otis Anderson off tackle right. Blitz coming. They stay in the run. They want to establish a running game before it's too late. Anderson, with a gain of 7, he has 100 total yards, 56 rushing and 44 receiving. He's had 15 touches. 2nd and 3, they will go to the post with Torrey Holt. Instead, it's a dump off to Sid Edwards, who gains 10. And that's a first down, and that moves it into Dallas territory at the 46. Double tight end set, off tackle right, Otis Anderson. And Anderson gains 5. Chuck Howley, who is the only MVP in Super Bowl history for the losing team, for Dallas when Dallas lost to Buffalo on a Jim O'Brien field goal 16-13. 2nd and 5. Ball to 41. And we're going to go to Edwards this time on a dive out of the I formation. Penalty, though.
Grabbing the face mask. Defense. Number 54, 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Speaking of Chuck Howley, he commits a face mask penalty, so I hope I did not jinx him. We'll go to Marsh. Short cross. 1st and 10. He's got it. That's a gain of 18. Let's take a look at Marsh real fast. Now that's Jackie Smith. Bless his heart. Doug Marsh out of Michigan. You see him there. Don't believe he has played all that much. He has had 3 catches and not one since week 2. Caught 2 against Washington and 1 against Jacksonville. Anderson. Sweep left. 1st and goal from the 6, but a marker.
Zone infraction. Defense. Number 54. Repeat. First down.
And like the Starship Enterprise on a few occasions, Dallas violates the neutral zone. 3-yard penalty. 1st and goal at the 3. And we're going to sweep left with Kurt Warner. Not known for a runner. As a runner, he gets no gain. He gets pushed to the left side of the line and could not gain anything. Maybe that was not a good play. But sometimes you got to call him just to see if you can catch the defense off guard. That's football for you. Dive by Otis Anderson. 2nd and goal from the 3. He's in. Touchdown. St. Louis retakes the lead. And that is our first lead change since the first half. Point after try by Zerline is good, and it's 31-27. And we have 8:51 left in regulation time. Here's Marsh, back deep for Dallas. That's a touchback. 1st and 10 from the 20 to Emmett. Emmett with a nice gain of 6, and he goes over 100 yards today. 102 yards in total, rushing the ball. Let's see what Emmitt Smith has done. Had 72 yards last week against New England. This is his 4th 100-yard rushing game. He had 142 for a season high against Detroit. And he had 3 weeks where he was over 100. So this will be game number 4 where he has gained more than 100 yards. 2nd and 4 to 26. Smith, a gain of 12. Wilson hurt. He's out for the game. They bring Stovall in to replace him, Jerry Stovall, out of LSU. 1st and 10, the ball at the 38 at Dallas. Romo was looking for Irvin, but that ball is incomplete. 2nd and 10 at the 38. That's a throw to Irvin, a gain of 5. Roger Rowley makes the stop. 3rd and 5, ball at the 43. That's a first down to Jason Witten, and Witten picks up 10 more. He's at 8 catches and 122 yards. 1st and 10, the ball now at the St. Louis 47. We have 6:57 left to go. That's caught by Witten again, his 9th catch. That's a season high for him in terms of receiving yards at 141. 1st and 10, ball to 28. Herschel Walker, touchdown, but a marker.
Offsides, defense.
It'll be declined. That's a touchdown that's going to stand. And Herschel Walker with his longest run of the year, 28 yards, his 3rd touchdown of the day. I believe that is his 2nd rushing. 33-31 Cowboys. And here's your point after try. Good by Bailey. Herschel Walker, 5 carries, 40 yards, 4 catches, 25 yards. Metcalf back deep for the Maroons. And now all the pressure on Kurt Warner. 1st and 10, ball to 20. Blitz coming. Sacked by Howley. And it's a loss of 5. 2nd and 15. They'll go to Jackie Smith here on the short cross. That's caught. Gets 9. And it'll be 3rd and 6. 4:33 left. Slant to Sonny Randall. Caught. Well, let's check the penalty.
Holding offense.
Oh, it's coming back.
10-yard penalty.
And Conrad Dobler cannot believe it. 3rd and 16. A plus route. And we will go to Torrey Holt. Dallas playing back. Oh, that's going to be short of the first, though. Holt gains 12. Emerson Walls makes the tackle. Now a 4th and 4. And Donnie Jones is going to punt it away. The Maroons are going to have to hope they can make a stop here. 53-yard punt. Very nicely done by Jones. And now Dallas with 2:59 left. Fate of the game's in their hands. They lead 34-31. 1st and 10, ball to 21. Herschel Walker with another nice gain of 15, but it's going to come back.
Number 70, 10-yard penalty.
Martin called for holding. 1st and 20, ball at the 11. And that's to Witten. He gets 10 of them back. He's now at 151 yards receiving today. St. Louis not going to burn timeouts yet. 2nd and 10 at the 21. 2-minute warning. They let the clock go to the 2-minute warning. 34-31 Dallas. This has been an excellent game. to Herschel. No gain. Carter on the stop, and now St. Louis will call a timeout. 3rd and 10. Ball to 21. Critical play here for Dallas and for St. Louis. Smith's got the first. And that might do it. Romo, 23 for 29, 272. And now St. Louis fighting the clock. Romo to Walker. Gain of 7. St. Louis calls their last timeout with 1:35 to go. 2nd and 3 at the 38. Smith does not get the first. He gains a yard. But now Dallas can use up that clock. 3rd and 2 at the 39. To Emmitt Smith, and that's it. Gain of 9. The game St. Louis, I thought they needed, they are not going to get. Dallas is going to win. 1st and 10 at the 48. They could just take a knee and that'll be it. Dallas 34, St. Louis 31. Very good game. It was back and forth it went. Dallas had the lead, then St. Louis, then Dallas, then St. Louis. Then St. Louis retook the lead late, and then Dallas took it back away from them, and that's how that ended. We had 833 yards of offense in the game. Dallas had 438. Dallas was perfect in the red zone. 3 trips, 3 touchdowns. St. Louis also perfect, but they kicked the field goal on one of their 3 trips. 12 penalties in the game. Very well played. Dallas ran 58 plays, 30 passes. St. Louis a little more imbalanced, 54 plays, 38 were passes. And that's how that ended. Let's see who I don't think will get player of the game honors. I think it'll be Tony Romo. Emmitt Smith had a great game. Herschel Walker with some clutch scores. I think you got to give him a little bit of the nod too. But before we figure out who the player of the game was, we'll take a look at the stats. You have everybody has played now in the lower east. Washington with the 1-game lead over St. Louis, Miami at 3-3, Dallas at 3-3. So all 4 teams have a winning a 500 record or better. Miami owns the tiebreaker over Dallas on their head-to-head game. And when you look at the Eastern Conference as a whole, you can't really factor in New York and Philadelphia yet because they play on Monday Night Football, which is the last game of the week. But you would think that St. Louis, if it were to end today, would get one of the playoff spots, or you'd have to think that way, not knowing what New York and Philadelphia would do. Player of the game honors went to Kurt Warner. 349 yards and 3 touchdowns. Not a bad choice. And our next 3 games will be Tampa Bay at Houston. That's coming up next. That'll be the unplugged game. Jacksonville and New Orleans, and then Detroit traveling to Green Bay. Again, your final in what I thought was a very good game. I don't know about you. Dallas 34 and St. Louis 31. This has been Big Paulie coming to you. We wish you well wherever you are and whenever you see this. Godspeed and God bless. And we'll do it again real soon. Bye-bye for now, everybody.